rules and you finally got that permanent resident visa for Japan. You put in the years, you played by the rules, you figure you're set for life, right? You've reached the finish line. Well, you need to think again. As of late 2025, the entire meaning of the word permanent has fundamentally changed. If you don't know what's going on, that visa you thought was forever could be in serious jeopardy. Hello guys, this is Alan and welcome back to Gaijin World. Before 2024, getting a permanent resident visa, the Ejuken, was unconditional. It was a status of near invulnerability. Once you had it, you were safe regardless of your financial situation. But a new set of laws, specifically Acts number 59 and 60, has completely flipped the script. That security, gone. Your permanent status is now a conditional privilege directly tied to your strict continuous compliance with paying taxes and social insurance. You're probably asking, why the huge change all of a sudden? This wasn't random, it was a massive calculated political trade-off, a grand bargain to reshape Japan's entire strategy for foreign labor and end the era of benign neglect. On one track, Japan is finally acknowledging its labor crisis. They are dismantling the controversial Technical Intern Training Program, TITP, the one famous for human rights abuses, and replacing it with a new system, Ikuseishuro. Ikuseishuro, or Employment for Skill Development, is a game changer. Unlike the old system, it allows workers to change employers, tenshoku, and creates a clear path to the specified skilled worker status. It's designed to keep workers here long-term. But here's the catch. Conservative lawmakers were terrified that upgrading hundreds of thousands of trainees to residents would bankrupt the social security system. So they demanded a safeguard. To get the new worker system passed, the government agreed to a legislative barter. They opened a wider front door for labor, but they installed a trapdoor for permanent residents. That trapdoor is the revocation clause for non-payment of public dues. And they sold this to the public using a very specific number. During the 2024 diet debates, the government claimed that 10% of permanent residents are delinquent on their taxes or pension. Now, we've analyzed this data and frankly, it's shaky. It wasn't a full audit. It was a sampling of people already at immigration. In reality, foreigners might actually have better compliance rates than the general population. But it doesn't matter, the narrative stuck, the law passed, and now we have to live with it. The big fear, of course, is will I get deported for missing one bill? The September 2025 guidelines finally gave us the answer. They are looking for maliciousness or akushitsu. The guidelines establish a 3-point test. Number 1, intentionality. Do you have the money but choose not to pay? If you're earning a stable salary but refusing to join the pension system, that is intentional. Number 2, repetition. So we aren't talking about a lost bill. We are talking about a pattern. Missing 2 years of national pension payments, that is a pattern. That puts a target on your back. Number 3, refusal to cooperate. This is critical. Did you ignore the tokusoko, the demand letters? The guidelines say revocation is a last resort. If you ghost the tax office, you are forcing their hand. And be clear on what public dues covers. It's the 3 pillars. Taxes, especially residence tax, health insurance, and yes, the pension. Nenkin, that last one is where most foreign residents get tripped up. But here is the safety valve. The law has an ability to pay clause. If you lose your job or get sick, you are not malicious. You just need to go to City Hall and apply for an exemption. If you have an official exemption, you are legally compliant. You are safe. The danger comes from silence. Ignoring the bill makes you look malicious. Applying for relief makes you look responsible. Now, let's talk about how they catch you. This is Act number 59. Before this, the tax office and immigration were in different silos. They didn't talk. You could renew your visa without them checking your pension histories. That era is over. Act 59 mandates the integration of the residence card with the My Number system. It breaks the silos. It creates a digital dragnet that connects your visa status directly to your tax performance. Here is the data flow. You miss a payment. The municipality sends a reminder. You ignore it. They flag your My Number record. That flag sends an automated alert to the Immigration Services Agency. It is seamless and digital. Let's look at some real-world scenarios so you know where you stand. Case study A, the freelancer. You pay your health insurance but you've skipped pension for 8 months because you don't believe in it. Under the new rules, you are in the danger zone. Since you have income, that non-payment is intentional. You will likely receive a warning letter. If you ignore that, your PR is revoked and you're downgraded to a 1-year visa. Case study B, the divorced spouse. You divorced years ago and stopped paying pension because you didn't understand the paperwork and your income is low. Your income is low, you qualify for an exemption. Your strategy is simple. Go to the pension office today and apply for retroactive exemption. Once approved, those arrears legally disappear. The case study CA, the corporate employee. Your taxes are deducted from your paycheck. You're safe, right? Mostly. But be careful when changing jobs. That 1 month gap between companies, you technically owe national insurance for that month. It's unlikely to trigger revocation, but it could mess up a future application for naturalization or sponsoring a family member. The new system sees everything, even the small gaps. So what is the timeline? We are currently in the admin phase. The rules are set, but full enforcement, the power to revoke based on these arrears, officially kicks in around April 2027. That gives you a window. Here is your survival plan. Step 1. Audit yourself. Go to Nenkin.net. Look at your history. Find the gaps before they find them. Step 2. Automate. Set up Koza Furikae, bank transfers. Do not rely on your memory or those slips at the konbini. The government considers forgetting a pattern of behavior. Remove the human error. Step 3. Understand the penalty. Revocation usually means a downgrade, not immediate deportation. You lose PR and go back to a 1-year or 3-year long-term resident visa. You are back on a leash. And remember, this affects your family. If the main provider loses PR, the dependents' visas are also at risk. The entire household's stability is tethered to this compliance. The bottom line is this: the pay-to-stay era has begun. Permanent residence is no longer a right, it is a privilege of contribution. The free ride is over. Check your mailbox, pay your bills, and stay safe.